go for either dad bod or really athletic toned bod. I don't know, like when I hug, I just feel like I can just cuddle and like dive into their like big stomach and shoulders.
Definitely want someone that's charismatic, someone that's funny, willing to laugh at everything that I say. Yes, absolutely. Yes, perfect.
To be honest with you, I have no idea what she was wearing. I was just so attracted to her hair for some reason, and I just couldn't stop staring at her face.
He was wearing full-on blazer and a suit. It was interesting. It wasn't too bad, but I was like, okay.
I'm Leonti, and I'm 32 years old.
I'm Ash, and I'm 27. I'm a model.
I'm an event manager at one of the biggest arenas in the world. 8 months now.
About a year now.
Too busy, and I need to put myself out there more.
I think mostly because I'm busy. I put a lot of time into myself.
Ash, is she fire? She's lit.
Leonti, interesting.
Typically athletic ones, outgoing, someone who just likes to have a good time.
I go for a person who's kind, well-rounded personality, and in general, just positive. Funny. I have to be with someone who's funny and intelligent.
I think for the first 5 minutes, I'd definitely be nervous. But I think once we start to get to know each other, I'll bust out my humor and my wittiness.
I'm very outgoing. I like to ask questions. To the point, sometimes I like to ask questions that will kind of shake them up.
I hope she laughs at all of my jokes.
I hope that he makes me laugh. I think I'm gonna wear this.
I'll probably rock this. I think this looks good for a first date. That is a great question. I don't really get into the zone. I just make it happen.
Can I be honest? I just chug a glass of wine. Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Date number 2, date number 3, then I'll take her to my parents' house.
Potentially a second date, if not friendship.
I don't have any horror stories, and I hope tonight is not the one.
I have so many, but I think one of the worst was when this guy, as soon as we met, he started lecturing me about his politics, like, are you pro-life, pro-abortion, and if you are not, you need to do this, blah, 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 and I escaped. I actually haven't heard anyone in my life.
German soccer player, Mario Götze. Emmanuel Shariki.
Ron Swanson, Nick Offerman.
I'm Pisces. No idea what that means.
Capricorn, super type A, plans, organized. If I want something, I get it.
I've had 2 major relationships in my life. One was in North Carolina. We dated for about a year. And then just recently I broke up with someone 8 months ago here in New York City, where we lived together for about 6 months.
I probably had about 4 serious relationships, each one lasting 1 to 2 years. They will probably say that I'm a giving tree, like the book.
Definitely more on the giving side. I just want to make them, happy at all times.
No.
Never. I hope not.
I don't think so. I have.
No.
No.
Yes.
Probably wanting to go on many more dates, having that feeling at the end of the night.
We just make a great connection.
Me wanting to go home as soon as we sit down.
Well, I am in New York City and I watch Men in Black, so hopefully she's not an alien. I'm a perfectionist, so I don't think there has been any.
I have trouble getting on bar stools because I'm really short, and one time I just slipped and fell face flat on the floor.
I would probably say someone who's just always talking about how negative someone or their life is.
If they're rude to the waiter or bartender, red flag. I think I just gaze into their eyes and maybe play with my hair a little bit. This is not sexy right now, but yeah.
Probably taking my shirt off.
Be smart, intelligent, good voice.
I would say laughing at all of my jokes and smiling. Lots of smiling. Strangely, I love hair. Long hair.
Their eyes.
Beach.
Mountains.
Time. Morning person.
Night owl.
Active
date.
Leather.
Leather, but not real leather.
iPhone.
iPhone. No.
Yes.
Chocolate.
Both. I don't like eggs.
Scrambled? Neither.
SpongeBob? I hope she's breathtaking.
I kind of really hope he's tall and funny and smart, maybe a deep voice and good fashion sense. I'm asking for a lot, but just clean.
Hi, Ash. I'm Leonti. Definitely looking forward to this date. A little nervous?
Hi, I'm very excited and nervous to meet you. I hope we have a good time and I hope you're clean and you like eating.
Just arrived to Brooklyn. Walking over to the restaurant where I'm going to meet my first date. Wish me luck.
So I'm a couple blocks away from the restaurant that I'm supposed to meet Leonti at. And apparently he's already there, early. That's a plus. I'm a little nervous, but I think I'll be fine. I'm more excited. How are you feeling?
Great.
I'm good.
So we went to a restaurant. I met her in front, and we kind of had a nice little exchange, but a little awkward hug. Kind of like that one arm hug in the very beginning.
He got there before the time that we were supposed to meet, and when I got to the place, I texted him. He came out the restaurant, and we hugged and exchanged our names. He seemed nice. He had a good smile. He was wearing full-on suit, blazer.
Ash was very beautiful, very charming. Really loved her smile.
His hair and his eyes, because it was very blue and very blonde.
Definitely her hairstyle. I love long hair, and it was just silky smooth.
We went to this bar/restaurant in Brooklyn. They had really good, somewhat pricey food.
So we went to a restaurant in Brooklyn. Great foods, great small plates.
I think he wasn't what I imagined. A person with more of a weight internally.
I wasn't really expecting anything. You know, I kind of just wanted to go with the flow and just see where it ended. She reminds me of a little bit of a Lucy Liu.
He looked like this German soccer player that I can't really think of a name. To be honest, no.
Yes, I can say that. Yeah, so we met in front of the restaurant. We did an awkward type of hug, especially on my end, you know, that one-armed hug when you meet someone in the very beginning.
So we got into the restaurant. He was being a gentleman, pulling my chair out, taking my coat, and we sat down. And we actually had a bit of a conversation even before ordering the food. So I was just holding the menu like, oh, cool, cool. And then I had to cut him in the middle of it and be like, should he order?
We sat down, we ordered food. We actually ordered the same thing, the rice bowl, very delicious. And we ordered drinks, just one drinks, that was it.
I ordered hot toddy, and he took a while picking out the beer. He actually asked waiter different types of beers and what is the difference and all that, and he ended up with, I think, pretty much the most basic one. But it was all good.
And then we just talked about, you know, life and philosophies and, you know, just trying to stay positive throughout our careers and where we can take it to that next level.
And we got into some good conversation. He was all around very positive. And then he kept talking and talking. And I was just listening. And I think at one point I was like, should he head out? And we got the check. And we called it a night. I did.
Yes.
About 2.5 hours.
A rice bowl.
Great.
Amazing. On point.
Non-existent. Being positive.
Being positive in life. No.
No.
So I paid for dinner. We left the restaurant and we walked back to our train stations together.
So we walked to the train station together. He walked me up to my platform and he got onto his, which was on the opposite side. And as the train was coming on my side, I see someone going like, Ash, Ash. And I look over and it was Leonti with the biggest smile, just calling my name and being like, bye. And I was like, bye.
We exchanged Snapchats as well as Instagram, social media, and We actually had a better hug at the very end, and where I used 2 hands rather than 1.
We hugged. It was more like a, to me, friend hug. Yes.
I think so. I think it was more on the 50-50 side.
Bubbly.
Elegant. That initial hug, that very first hug. I'm an awkward guy, it's cool. Used to it.
There are some moments after each conversation he was gazing into my eyes and I was just like looking everywhere but his eyes. I had a coughing fit in the middle of the dinner for a brief second, but other than that, not really.
No, not at all. I think the conversations were fluid.
Well, like he spilled his food, I think, a couple times and he like kept mixing 2 words together. But it was more cute than embarrassing.
No, not at all.
I did.
Too many times. I think in the very beginning, I did. And then in the middle, it was her. And then at the end, I think we just both kept on laughing throughout the night.
I did only because he was making more jokes.
Definitely her long hair.
He's nice personality.
Absolutely.
I am. 4.
4.5.
4.
5.
2.5.
4.5.
3.5.
4.
4.
5.
1.
I'll let her decide.
Gray blazer and suit.
I don't really remember. Brown?
Blue. He was born in Russia but grew up in North Carolina.
Wisconsin and Korea. We didn't discuss that.
2?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure, but he told me that it's birthday as in like 4 days, so whatever it falls into that. Who let the dogs out?
I don't know.
He's an event manager at an arena.
She models.
Financial district.
Williamsburg. I'm not sure. Somewhere near the city.
I don't know.
Bye, guys.